I organised everything and now nothing has happened. In this week's episode of Is It Just Me or Is It ADHD? I'm going to take a little look at a couple of reasons why I might procrastinate and what it is exactly I can do about it. Hi, I'm Jenna. If you're new to the channel, I am an artist trying to find my way back to my creative groove, if you like, getting back to making work again and finding a rhythm with both my art practice and with my output. If you already follow this channel, then welcome back. Before we get into the full video, just to say, there's a super chill sketch and prep sequence at the 5-minute mark. Let it play in the background and just chill with me. Preparation or procrastination? These are the questions I've been asking myself this week as I busy myself in doing lots of organisational type tasks and avoid the things that I'm actually supposed to be doing, which is getting on with some painting and trying to be the prolific artist that I so deeply desire to be. So I've been taking a look at some artists on YouTube that I really admire and having a look at artists generally whose work and whose work ethic I admire. And the word prolific comes up quite a bit, which is something that I would very dearly wish to be, but I have to get started somewhere. And although I'm doing much better than I usually do, trying to get there means one step at a time. And unfortunately for me and my what is most likely to be an ADHD brain, procrastination, it really sets in. It really does. So digging into a little bit of research around the procrastination thing for ADHD brains, I am told that there are 3 kinds of procrastinators. 1 is like the deadline driver, 2 is the perfectionist, and 3 is the overwhelmed. All 3 of them are me at any given time and sometimes all at the same time. So deadline driver, that kind of means that I like to leave everything to the very last minute to do it because I can't be bothered and I don't like to do lots of preparation. It's not really a laziness thing, it is just the procrastination thing that stops me from doing it. So deadlines are a way in which to focus the brain, focus the energy and to get things done. And that's how I prefer to do it. I've always done it that way. So that is definitely me. Number 2, the perfectionist. Now, this is certainly true when it comes to artwork because I look at lots of other artists online or any artist generally out there in the space that are doing great work and are prolific. This word prolific comes up a lot for me because I see the volume of work that people are doing and I see the kind of quality of work they're doing purely because they're doing lots of volume. When you do lots and lots of work, your work gets better. It's just a natural thing that happens. So I see all of that and I go, oh, could that be me? I wish that was me. Why isn't it you? And then it stops me in my tracks. Comparison truly is the thief of joy, and it truly is the thief of me actually being able to get anything done. So ergo, I get nothing done, or I just go, I'm not going to do that because it can't be perfect. And the third one is the overwhelmed, where you have either lots and lots of tasks to do, or the kind of thought of just doing that one big task is just too monumental and it just takes up too much brain space. And so you get that thing called executive dysfunction and or task paralysis, which happens to me a lot, and then you just don't do it. Quite often I will look at something, let's take art for instance, I will look at a painting and I'll go, right, you need to get the paints out and then you need to get the brushes out and then you need to get the jars out for the water or for the turpentine or for whatever it is that you need, and then you need to prep the space and then you need to make sure the cats are not in the space and then you need to make sure you've got everything ready and have you got your references ready and have you got all of the things that you need, and it becomes this big long list and then I go, oh my god, there's too much. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't even start somewhere because it feels like for me to just get starting painting, I have to do 50 things to get there in the first instance. And so I just don't do it. So those are the kind of reasons for procrastination. And like I said, I can do all 3 in one go or I can choose one at a time. But generally, one of them is always going to be the reason for me procrastinating. This week, to distract myself and or to procrastinate over actually starting a painting properly, I decided that I needed to set up my little studio area and that I needed to organise my little IKEA carts with all of my bits and pieces on them. And so I did do that and I did get things organised and it did feel good to be able to actually say that I've done it, and it looks much better and I can actually find things now, which is definitely a help. But somehow doing that task has stopped me in my tracks from actually getting the painting completed that I want to get completed on it. I've certainly got the canvas prepared. I've drawn out the sketch that I want to draw out on it. I still need to sketch in the cats because I want to place the cats on the bed of the painting that I'm going to be doing. And I need kind of separate references for that because all three of them do not sleep on my bed at the same time. So I'll need to just find references and sketch them in as I kind of need that. Hopefully next week will be a paint with me video where I manage to squeeze in some painting. I might not have complete painting for you, but I'll have something to show you in terms of my progress. I'm hoping to squeeze it in. It's going to be a very busy week for me with cats. It's half term here in London, which means lots of people have gone skiing, and so I'm looking after their cats for the week. This means very little time for me to actually squeeze in artwork, but I'm going to do my best. In the meantime, I hope that you're having a lovely week, that you're getting some creative work in yourselves, and I will see you next time.